Hello everyone, welcome to DS News. And today I will talk to you about Rohingya. From the article for the New York Times on May 15, they had stated that the Rohingya people had been terrorized and had been neglected from Myanmar, that they have been living and stayed there for a long time. When the journalists approached the boat of the Rohingya people, they are crying for food and water. There is not much support that Rohingya people get. There were approximated 60 to 20,000 people that are fleeing from Myanmar, and some Rohingya people are fleeing from Bangladesh. These two countries are trying to blame each other that who should take responsibility for this occurred. The Rohingya people that got released from Myanmar are now living in Thailand border because they are not approved by Thailand authority to go inside the country. There are camps set up for the Rohingya people to stay with the protection of military and police. Furthermore, mostly all of the passengers pay around 1,800 US dollars to Malaysia for their permanent job there. Some of the immigrants sold their house and property because they believe that all of their future and hope is in Malaysia. But many other people never succeed to reach Malaysia. From the article for The Guardian, the situation of Rohingya people is that they has been treated like a ping pong recently in a few months. Malaysia has turned back two of the Rohingya people back. Also later, there is one of the boat was found in Thailand seaways, but they were rejected by Thailand authorities. Rohingya people was fleeing from Myanmar because they believe that the Rohingya people is Buddhist terrorized. Because 80% of the Myanmar people is Buddhist, so they are all aware of Islamic invasion. From the blog Reuters.com on June 17. There are also other problems which, in my opinion and according to the news, that the Rohingya people are escaping from Burma. It is supposed to be a good news for the people, but they are fleeing for the government because of the new president election, which the new government born. It was in 2012, and it led to the huge consequence for the Rohingya people, because it made them not considered as citizens of Myanmar. From the vote of all the Myanmar people, the new government is not giving the Rohingya people white cards because the Burmese government feel that the Rohingya people are not originally from Burma, and also the Rohingya people not have respect jobs to earn themselves the white card from the government. It is bad because by taking away the white card from the Rohingya, which don't give them any identity and not a country to stay at, in the end, if the Rohingya people not having an identity means that they are no ones and don't have a country or area to live in. Okay, let's meet our special guest, Mr. Apisit. Hello everyone, today we have a special guest here, Mr. Apisit. Yes, and today we're going to interviewing about Rohingya. Okay, the first question is, do you think it's fair for Rohingya people or not?
I don't think it's fair because, like, for humanitarian reasons, it's not them who cause trouble in the country. It's people who are in similar groups, such as like similar religions or similar in any other ways. They cause problem, and these people are getting punished for it.
Okay, so do you think Myanmar government should help these people or not?
The government should help these people because they were once the citizen of Myanmar, and these people, it's not their fault in any ways. So the government should actually stop kicking them out of the country, which would be a great help, and then they could start helping those who have they already kicked out of the country, like those who are suffering outside. The government should help them.
Okay, the third question is why Thailand and Indonesia should or should not accepting these people.
Accepting these people has its own pros and cons. Pros involve like these people could be laborers for your countries, like for Thailand, they could be farmers. They could help the GDP of the country by growing crops and bring extra labor workforce. And it could be cons also in such a way that if these people really could cause trouble, they could harm the citizens of Thailand and Indonesia, which wouldn't be suitable. And it's just a risk that Thailand and Indonesia would have to take if they would want to take in these people into their country. But it really depends on them whether these people should be welcomed into the country or not.
And I have some footage of Rohingya people about how they are struggling with their life right now. As you can see, just now there is a man trying to explain how difficult his life is, and all he really needs is only peace for his family and for his people. The only hope for Rohingya people now is to pray for God to save them. There are around 200 people in one boat that come from Myanmar, and many Rohingya people have died in the boat. The officer in Coast Guard in Bangladesh is trying to help Rohingya people by giving them food, water, and medication. These Rohingya people are very, very scared, not because they are lack with their supplies, but they do not want to get sent back to Myanmar because they know that they will get killed for sure. Because the Myanmar government did not consider them as Burmese people, and there are some problem with the Buddhism also. And right now the Rohingya people does not have a place to go back because the village are already burned down, and the Coast Guard in Bangladesh has turned down 3 Rohingya boats. Bangladesh government say that they do not want to be responsible with Rohingya people anymore. Because it's the Myanmar problem, so Myanmar should take care of this issue by themselves. Thank you everyone very much for your attention. See you next time in DS News.